Hi, today we're going to go over my top favorite shortcuts. So the first one is to copy a text. So we're going to go ahead and select it. I'm going to press Control C. Now, if you have a Mac, you're going to be pressing Command C. So I'll just put here, the cursor here, and press Control V to paste. Now, if I want to cut what I've just pasted, I'm going to select it, press Control X. So now it's basically deleting it. Now, if I want to maybe add something to my title and I don't want it after all, I'm going to do Control Z and it gets rid of it. Now, if I change my mind and I do want the title, I can press Control Y and it puts it right back. Okay. This next one is find a word or phrase in a document. And this could be in a Google document or it could also be in an article. This is super helpful for students. So let me show you how to do that. So here we can go to Control and then press F, and automatically this pops up here. So I'm going to type in penguin. And now every time the word penguin comes up in the article, it'll be highlighted and it'll take me straight there. So maybe I read about something in the text and I couldn't remember exactly where it was. This would be super helpful. This can also be used for a spreadsheet if you're looking for a particular student's name. It can also be used in the Google Doc itself. So Control F, I'm going to type in penguin, and 0 out of 0, penguin doesn't exist in this document. You can also replace it if you click on those three dots. Maybe every time I see the word penguin, I want to see the word dog. I can match the case. I can match using regular expression, and that can give you more details on what that is. And if I'm good with that, and it doesn't allow me to do it because there's no word penguin, but let's try the word cut. So every time the word cut is there, I want to replace it with dog. I want to match the case. If it's uppercase, I want it to stay uppercase. And then I just replace individually or replace all. So I don't want to do that, but that's something that's super helpful when maybe you see that you've made a mistake in spelling. Okay, moving on. So the next one is to bold something in I'm going to select it, press Control B, and there it's bolded. And the next one, number 8, to underline, I'm going to press Control U. If I want it in italics, it's Control I. So those are some pretty basic ones. I'm going to go ahead and undo all of those. The next one is to center a text. So if it's already selected, I'm going to press Control Shift E for center. If I want to move the text to the left, it's Control Shift L. And if I want to move the text all the way to the right, it's Control Shift R. You can also do it with the shortcuts up here, but I find myself doing this one a lot more often. I'm going to go back to Control Shift E and leave that one in the middle. Okay, so now to select the address bar. So instead of coming up here and double clicking or dragging your cursor across, all you have to do is press Control L and now your URL is selected. If I want to copy that URL, it's the same commands that we did earlier. So it'd be Control C, and then you would paste it wherever you'd like. Okay. The next one, oops, this one's okay. The next one is to insert the link. Let's say I want to link the News LA article on penguins to my document. So I'm going to press Control L to select the link. I'm going to press Control C to copy the link. Then I'm going to highlight whatever I want to link it. So here, and now I'm going to press Control K to be able to insert that link. And to paste the link, it's Control V. So all of these get to be used all at once. Here we go, press apply. Now when I click on this, it's hyperlinked to that News LA article about penguins. Okay. The next one, if you want to open a dictionary on Google Docs, you're going to press Control, Shift, and Y. And so for here, students can type directly here if they're looking up a word or making sure that they know what the meaning of the word is before they use it. So this is super helpful. The next one is to open a new tab. So instead of having to come up to the top and press this little plus sign, if you're just here and I press Control T, I have a new tab magically here. Now, if I want to close a current tab, maybe I want to close this tab right here. I'm going to press Control W and now it's closed. Now, if I made a mistake and I do not want to close a tab and I'm trying to get it back, I'm going to do Control Shift T and it's exactly in the spot where I needed it to be. So this is a very important one that people freak out, right, when they lose a tab. So Control Shift T will bring that right back. The next one is to make text larger. This one's really helpful when you're making a presentation, mostly on Google Slides, but I'll show you here on the Google Doc. So here my title, it's smaller than my text, so I want to make it bigger. So I'm going to select it. And I'm going to press Control Shift and the greater than sign until I'm happy with the size. Now, if I went too big and I need to make it smaller, then I'm going to press Control Shift smaller than symbol, and it'll go right back to small. So this helps me because if I'm working on a presentation, I don't have to keep coming up here and playing with it. And these are already preset numbers. And this way it jumps one at a time instead of two at a time, or these preset numbers that are already existing. So I'm going to leave mine at 16. Okay. All right. So the next one is to jump to a specific tab. So maybe I want to go back to my last tab here. And I'm going to count my tabs to know which one is which. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So my last tab is tab 7. So I'm going to press Control and the number 7. I'm going to press Control 6, Control 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and so forth. So I'm going to go back to my second tab. The only thing is that I find this a little bit tedious to count if you have hundreds of tabs like I often do. So if you do have a small amount of tabs, though, this is nice. The last one I want to show you is Control /, and this one will give you the keyboard shortcuts that come with your device. So if I press Control /, I get to find all of the ones that already exist, and if I forgot any of these, I can look them up really quickly. So again, Control /. All right, well, I hope that these helped. I wanted to show you some of my favorite ones. And a 22 was an odd number, but it was hard to pick. All right, take care.